This is a talk with Prempeh. Join me on my social media platforms for more educative and informative discussions from my guests on the show. Prempeh's channel, only positivity. Stay tuned.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to a talk with Prempeh on Prempeh's channel. Only positivity. Yes, this program we focus on the things that helps to rise up the growth of the society and the country and beyond. Yes, of course, my name is Nanekia Prempeh and my beautiful makeup and hair is by Curtain Beauty Lounge. You can call them on 0544 546 772. Today, I'm going to be discussing about fashion. And with me here is Innocent Quashie, who is a fashion PR and a fashion publisher who runs Fashion Pivot, a portal where he talks about fashion and lifestyle. He started as a model in the Ghanaian fashion industry and has experienced a wide array of product lines in the fashion industry. He also handles communication for multiple award-winning fashion school Royal Originates and 2 times African Designer of the Year winner Kwame Owusu. Again, I have with me here Blessed Fortune. Blessed Fortune is also a model, an actress, an entrepreneur who owns Clean Ghana. She started all this at a young age. She's also looking forward to go to the top and then impact the world in her own way. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Like I mentioned, we are going to be discussing about fashion. And I'm starting from Innocent, since you are into the fashion, let me say the fashion world. Yes, you started the fashion 8 years ago, right?
Yes.
So tell us, what is fashion? In your own understanding, what is fashion?
Fashion is a particular style or perception that is widely known. So fashion can be in clothing,
Okay.
fashion can be in jewelry, fashion can be in homes, fashion can be in cars.
Okay.
Fashion is lifestyle. So
All right.
that's my definition of fashion.
Okay, so what goes into fashion when one wants to, enter into it or become a model?
When it comes to fashion, fashion is very broad, and then we have various aspects of or various careers in fashion.
Okay.
So, for example, when you want to become a model, you need to visit a modeling agency, get
Okay.
your right training, and then you can have a manager whereby
Okay.
they can hook you up with gigs and stuff. And then becoming a fashion designer, you have to go through the process of learning before you become a fashion designer.
How do one learn?
Uh, there are various fashion schools in Ghana whereby
Okay.
you can learn. You can
Okay.
apply for a 6-month course, a 1-year course, and then you better yourself in the journey.
Okay, so ever since you joined the fashion industry, do you think Ghanaian fashion bloggers or designers, do you think they are really taking this fashion thing, are they taking it high? Has there been any difference
Yeah,
so far?
it's quite funny if you are taking it very serious and few are taking it as joke for
Okay.
Instagram likes, followers, and stuff. So when it comes to the Ghanaian industry, we lack what's when it comes to sponsorship and
Okay.
capital. So few try their way to the top, and then as they go along, they move to other
How do they
aspects.
go to the top? Through like money?
Everything needs capital.
Yeah.
Even though maybe you can be very creative, but without capital, you can't speak your creativity out.
Okay.
It's just loud in your mind. So
All right.
that is how.
And have you faced any challenges so far yourself?
Yeah, I face a lot of challenges. Starting as a model,
Okay.
low-key people do not know me, so had to. It was quite difficult. It was
Okay.
quite difficult. People turning me down,
All right.
people not ready to accept whatever idea I have. So,
What are the qualities they want?
when it comes to models,
Is it your height or?
when it comes to models, we have various kinds of models. We have plus size models,
Okay.
whereby you fit for plus size shows.
Okay.
We have petite models, whereby
Okay.
they are very short and fit for other runway for petite. And then we have high fashion models, whereby those are the people you see on your magazines,
Okay.
the runways.
Yeah.
Those people are 6 feet upwards.
Okay.
And then those are the people that do almost all the top shows. So
Okay.
we have various types of models. So you need to find the part of fashion you best fit before you dive
Okay.
into it.
And then, are there any challenges in the industry?
For every industry, there are challenges,
Yeah.
and the modeling industry is facing its challenge. We've not been seen as an industry, so sponsorship is another
Is a
big
challenge.
challenge in the modeling industry. We don't have the right sponsors. We are lacking shows, and most creative people are so shy to maybe tag themselves as models
As
because
models.
of how the society see models.
Okay. So you're lacking sponsorship. You know, sometimes somebody will have like capital, right? And then he or she would organize an event, but then will still fail at the latter part.
Yeah.
What happens to that?
Okay. When it comes to events, you can gain back your profit in a year or two. You are supposed to create the awareness for the first 3 years, first 5 years, and then when you are able to get that awareness, then you can get those sponsors. So I'll not tag them as fail, or I'll not tag that as fail. You are creating awareness and making an investment for the future.
Okay, so I was asking that, let's say I have my own money, I want to create an event. Yes, I start with my event, and of course, at the end of the day, I fail. I fail the first year, I fail the second year, and I fail the third year. What happens to that? What goes on in the fashion world? Is it that people are not embracing you guys, or what?
Okay.
Or you guys are not
as an
really?
investor, are you producing the show yourself, or you are getting the right people to produce the
Let's say
show?
I'm a fashion designer and I'm organizing my program.
Okay. So very nice. We having different aspects.
You are a blogger, you're a
Yes.
PR personnel. So tell me, what really goes into it? Is it that people are not buying into the fashion world, or my money is not reaching the
Okay,
exact
people
people?
are buying into it, but it depends on your contacts and how well you can organize the show. A fashion designer is supposed not to organize shows.
Okay.
Yes. So get the producers, let them organize the show, and then they can tap into their audience
Okay.
and invite them for your show. So that's
Okay.
a simple
Okay.
stuff.
So every fashion designer needs to get like a PR personnel.
Every fashion designer is supposed to get, but we finding ourselves in the fashion industry here, most people cannot afford
Yeah.
a PR. So the best thing is get group of friends. Your friends can help you and passing out communication when it comes to PR
Okay.
works or social media. So let that communication pass through the channels of friends, and when everyone approve, the society will approve. So when you can afford, it will also help you.
Talking about affordability, how much do you charge?
It depends on your PR need. I can charge you. Maybe let's take it. You are a designer,
Yeah.
and I said I need a shirt.
Okay.
Can you charge me?
Ah,
Yes. So it depends on the type of PR work you need. If
Okay.
it's social media communication, if it's sending out release to the media, if it's PR based on your fashion show,
Yeah.
your fashion brand. So we need to focus on all that and negotiate on price.
all right. So let me move to Bless. Bless is a model and an actress. You're looking good, Bless.
Thank you.
So when did you start modeling?
Okay, I started modeling at a very young age. I used to do just little fashion shows at church. Then I graduated after SS. I went for Miss National Ghana in 2015. I became the second runner-up. That's how come the whole modeling world started for me. Then I had to join a Spice modeling agency so I could be properly groomed, even though I had gone through the grooming when I was in the pageantry.
Okay.
So I knew how to walk in my shoes and all that. I love shoes. That thing, that's one thing that drove me into the fashion and modeling world.
Industry,
Yes.
yes. And
So
then you
that's how I
act
started
as
for me.
well.
And I'm an actress.
Okay. So does modeling pays? I wanted to ask you whether it pays, because you are also a model.
Okay.
All right. So you answer me first. Does it pay?
Modeling does pay, but not as you should pay. You should be paid as a model. In Ghana, our society do not appreciate the fashion world. So it's as if it doesn't exist. Anybody they see in the modeling industry, they have this perception about you.
it.
Oh, she's a whore, she's a hookup girl, she's this, she's that.
Wow.
I don't know, because we are being too religious or we
Yeah.
are being too charismatic. I can just pinpoint what is our problem, but we don't appreciate the people working there. That's what it looks like. The industry is a bit clumsy and all that.
So Innocent, tell me, does it pay?
Okay, modeling seems like it doesn't pay, but it depends on how you brand yourself.
Okay.
And the network you get, how you tap into your network.
Okay.
And you can have that. For example, with Vicky Michaels. Vicky was, I think, a banker and had to focus fully on modeling. And she's one of the top models in Ghana.
Yeah.
And she has been getting gigs.
Is it because she has branded herself in such a way?
Yes, every brand wants to tap into
But
numbers.
my question
and
is,
brand.
let me cut in. What is branding? One can have a brand if you don't have anything to speak for you.
All right.
So I believe before anybody talks about branding, when you meet any director or anybody who'll be like, okay, what's your brand? If the person hasn't done anything, what is the brand?
Yeah. You need to
Brand
push
is
the
an
person
idea.
up, you know.
Brand is not physical. The pictures, people assume branding is about posting pictures on Instagram with the following. No. I feel branding is when you have worked enough.
And then when you have
And the perception you put in the mind of course.
Yeah.
So that is the perception people have about you. It is the laugh people have for your
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
That is what branding is. So I don't think when you start something, like as an actor or as a model, you can have a brand if you have nothing to speak for you.
Wow.
So you must work in order to put the idea into the mind of people. Like when you mention the people like Viola Davis, she's a Hollywood actress.
Yes.
Nobody knew her until her brand, her work began to speak for
Yeah.
her. So anytime Viola Davis is mentioned, you already picture all her works.
Yes.
So brand is an idea.
Yeah.
So one can never. So I think Victoria Michael had the link. She had the connection. She has
Yes.
built herself as a banker, and she has the physique. So anytime she walks into any office with her qualification, there's no way you would deny her that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there are young models who might be more like better than her, but don't have those connections because
Yes.
maybe their qualifications or their connections don't
Yes.
work.
Yes.
It
I'm
doesn't
loving
mean they don't
this,
have a
right.
brand. Victoria has built her brand in the banking world and has
Let's
good
take
connections.
a commercial break. After that, it's getting interesting. I'll be right back.
This is a talk with Prempeh. Join me on my social media platforms for more educative and informative discussions from my guests on the show. Prempeh'S channel, only positivity. Stay tuned.
Hello, welcome back from the commercial break. I was loving your statement on the branding aspect.
Yeah.
So let's go into the challenges you have faced so far. You know, when it comes to acting, all right?
Yeah.
There's fashion also in acting.
Yeah.
Tell me about the challenges you have faced when it comes to fashion in the acting industry.
Okay, so right now I was posting some comments some posts on my social media, Facebook recently, about how people are bashing me for my skin tone and how people are telling me to get into shape in terms of getting my butt and my boobs done so that I could fit into their mental so-called beauty.
Yeah.
So that's the challenges we face. A director could tell you that, oh, you're good for the role, but you don't have expensive clothes.
You see?
But the issue is I'm rendering my service as a talent.
Yeah.
You should be providing me with all those things. But it's unfortunate in this industry, you have to provide all those things. Sometimes they tell you that, do you know James Gardner? I'm just using his name as an example. James Gardner had to pay for this particular role. It means that even in the industry, there's no honesty.
Yeah.
Because I should be given the role, I should be given the job because I deserve it, because I've earned it, not because I had to pay for it. Once that is done, it is cliche. Nothing makes sense again. So that's the challenge most of us are facing. Me in particular, is about my skin tone.
Wow.
People are bashing with my skin tone. They want me to tone my skin. Like someone said,
I believe if you can speak well, if you can act well, and
of
all
course.
that,
And they're
there's
like,
no
let's
point
Fortune,
in-
you're too dark. Don't you think you should tone
Wow.
a bit more so you could get good roles? But I love me. I need to appreciate me for me. You need to appreciate me for me. Because myself, like I said, branding is an idea. So once Blessed Fortune is mentioned, everybody has this idea, oh, the dark girl. That is the idea people have in mind about me.
This
So
is very
a lot
bad.
of people who do not know my works, it's only those who know my work who be like, oh, that girl with this work. But until then, until the other people knows my work, the only thing they know me for is my skin
Is your
tone.
skin
So
tone.
if I tone my skin, what is there for me as a brand?
What is there?
Because I wouldn't say I'm an upcomer. I've been in the industry for a very long
For
time.
how long have you
Like
been?
7 years, 8 years
Wow.
now. And I've worked hard. Now I have earned the attention of some big producers
Yeah.
and directors,
I know.
and that is enough for me. It's a gradual process. So anytime they want to cast a dark skinned girl, like people send me some casting auditions just because it fits my criteria. That is the branding I have in mind
In the
about me.
acting industry or the modeling industry?
In the acting industry.
Really?
Modeling, I have slowed down modeling because there's a whole lot in there as well. And modeling, I got into the modeling world
happened?
because it was fun. I got some women approaching me to be their babies, and I'm not gay.
Babies like being their lesbian
Yes,
partner?
I'm not gay. You can be gay, I appreciate you, but don't bring your gay shit to me. I'm sorry for my word, but just take it far away from me. So
Yeah.
it was being too much. So I just felt that no, this is not for me. And moreover, I was just modeling because it was fun. I love shoes. I just love clothes. I just love to look good and walk away showing
But
myself. So
in the modeling industry,
yeah,
they appreciate skin colors, right?
yes, very well. They appreciate skin tone, but you need connection. A lot of people you saw on Instagram pages, if you see what they do just to get some pictures,
But I've
it's amazing.
had people from, let's say, someone in the rural area who is looking very skinny, you know, the physique, everything is like a model, all right? And then they'll go and then grab this lady or this guy, and then the person will become
is
very
beauty.
famous.
We tag as scouting.
Yes.
So you'll be scouted based on the investor profit is going
What
to
he wants.
gain from
Yeah.
you.
You know, meanwhile, this same person do not know how to speak, do not know how to, do a lot of things, but they will train this
This is
person.
something we call
Okay.
favor.
So same way this
Favor.
guy, Atta, the guy
Abraham Atta.
Abraham Atta.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was scouted.
Okay.
Just like
He's
that.
a superstar.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the modeling industry, few people are lucky when it comes to the modeling industry, but a lot of people pass through the agency ranking.
There's this
So-
model in Nigeria who she used to sell bread. And I think they were shooting a music video or something, or a picture, and she was at the background somewhere. She was just watching.
So that is
and the
favor.
camera captured her, and that was her breakthrough. They had to look for her. So some people, they're in the business not because it's their passion, it's because they just found themselves. Because I know Abraham Atta has a dream to be a footballer,
Okay.
but now he has to divert all his attention
Into acting.
into acting because that is what has made him. But some of us who have passion for the job really go through the stress.
Were you getting like these things from fashion designers as well?
Yes, the gay thing it's from the fashion world. I've not had any gay in the movie industry approach me. There are a lot of men in the industry.
Being
that-
model and then fashion
yes,
designers.
yes, yes.
So what happens to a designer who tells you that, hey, if you not be my partner,
Well, it
I
hardly
won't let
comes
you
from
wear
the
my
designers.
clothes. Okay.
It comes from the big brands.
Okay.
It comes. I don't want to mention names. It comes from those big brands
All right.
who takes the contract
Okay.
and look for the models.
Like the investors or what?
Yes, no, the investors are there.
Okay.
Sometimes the investors are people like that. So they want someone that, oh, okay, I want you to be the face of this particular brand, and this is the investor. The investor likes you. The investor is a fellow woman, and because before they even call you for a meeting or anything, our pictures are already there. So they already know who they want.
Okay. Yeah.
So they just had to lay their whatever conditions on the table for you to pick or just leave it.
Wow. You're an entrepreneur, right?
Yes.
And what advice would you give to fashion designers who are lacking behind?
Well, I think you should be more creative. My friend was mentioning finances. It's very important. There's no way you can have idea without having the money to push it. But I also believe we're in the social media era where people are really paying attention. Most of us are always on social media looking for something. As this fashion designer in Nigeria I just saw, she has sewn one cloth and you can wear it in 5 different styles.
Okay.
That is mind blowing.
All right. Yeah.
And now big production houses are approaching her. Take your time, be creative. And anytime you get creative, you bring something, just push it there. It might not catch the attention of the people at the moment,
Yeah.
but keep doing it. Just like
It's a gradual
musicians.
process.
You release your first song, nobody cares. It's just one song that makes a hit.
Yes.
And you become big. So I just advise you, be patient with yourself. Don't get into depression
patient,
and all. Just be
indeed.
patient and
Yeah.
keep doing you, keep loving your work, and one day we'll just pick it up like that.
So, Innocent, tell us, is Ghanaian fashion selling compared it to, comparing to other countries? Is it selling?
Comparing Ghanaian fashion to, let me use Nigeria as the case study. It's not selling that much, but it depends on the brand you create for yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
And for example, Sima Brew in Ghana, Christy Brown, Christy Brown can sell an outfit close to $1,000 and people will patronize.
Okay. Yeah.
So it depends on the brand you create for yourself and your target consumers. So fashion is selling in Ghana, but you need to brand yourself very well and position yourself very well. Be creative.
Be creative, that's all?
Yeah.
No finances attached?
Finances are important, but when you are creative enough, when it comes to creativity, yes, finances are important, but what are the limited resources you have, and how well can you use the limited resources to get your target audience?
Exactly.
So that is what is important.
Okay. So let me also ask you this. What are the benefits in fashion? Let's say I want to enter into fashion. You know, these days fashion is everywhere. I mean, I love makeup. I can't go anywhere without doing my nice hair and my makeup, all right? So what goes into fashion if I want to, study fashion itself?
Okay, so are we looking at what goes into fashion or the benefits?
The benefits,
Okay, so if not fashion, we should be naked now. So I think this.
I love what you're wearing, but is it Ghanaian?
Oh, this was
made?
made by a Ghanaian.
Who made it?
Bushai Waves.
Okay.
Yes. So it was made by a Ghanaian.
All right.
And then when it comes to benefits, I think people's family are relying on fashion. So for financial benefits, and also for us to look presentable. So those are the two benefits
Okay, so Bless, have you benefited anything from what you've been through as a model, as an actress, and everything?
Okay, so I think modeling gave me it boosted my confidence more. As a
Okay.
child, I was very outspoken. I have never been timid,
Okay.
but modeling gave me another dimension of me I didn't even know of.
Okay.
It makes you, it compose you.
Okay.
You become more like a lady. You know how to sit properly. You know how to even walk in a particular attire. So if I'm in a pant, like a tra, I know how to walk or catwalk or even strike a pose.
Yes.
And if I'm in a gown, I will know how to strike a pose, which is a French pose and the trouser pose and all that. So I think I have learned so much as a woman when it comes to the modeling world.
Wow. Thank you very much. So, if someone is watching you now and the person will be like, "Hey, I want to be like Bless," all right? Tell us something.
Okay, so I always say this: don't be like me, be better than me.
All right.
Just always be better than me, because we all have different potentials. We all have different things. There are lots of things that are in us that had to unearth. So just spot what you think you're good at. It might not pay today.
Yeah.
It might not make sense today. It might frustrate you today. But keep going. Keep going, because I'm still in the learning process. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to discover me, even at this point in my life. So don't be like me. Be better than me. Aim higher. Look at my mistakes and learn from them. Don't
Great.
make them.
Great.
Just look at them
So,
and be like,
who do you look up to?
okay, I look up to a couple of people for different reasons. Like I mentioned Viola Davis, for instance, and Lupita Nyong'o.
Yeah.
These are people who are bashed for their skin tone. And as
And they act very well.
very well. And I'm an actress. So I know as big as they are, they still face those challenges. So if I'm not there yet, that means I'll be going through.
Yeah.
And recently I went through it, and if it was those, they would have hit me down, I would have been so down emotionally. But looking at all those people, I'm like, if she can be there, I can be there, I can do better.
Yes, I like your spirit, man.
So they encourage me.
Yeah.
Your comments doesn't bring me down. Only makes me know that you appreciate me enough to pay attention to my flaws, which you think are flaws, but these are my golden tickets to whatever I want to do in life.
So let's say in the next, let's say 2, 3, 5 years, where would you want to be?
In the next 2, 3, 5 years, I just want to keep impacting life in my own way. Changing lives through my stories, because I'll be getting into directing and producing my own films.
Wow.
Yes, so I just want to change lives through my stories, just like Perry is doing, giving back to society financially, and telling people to live, because life is short.
Life is indeed short. God bless you for
God
that.
bless you.
Innocent. So tell us something, just like Bless also said, all right? Tell the youth about anything positivity. That is what this program is about. So maybe someone is watching you. And he or she wants to be like you, wants to be a blogger like you, and a PR personnel like you. Tell us something.
Okay, as Bless said, you can be like S.
Yeah.
You can be better than S. So be yourself. The little inspiration I'm giving to you, ride on that, and then find that spot. Your let's say what you are good at.
Yeah.
I might be good at writing, but what are the writing skills I have? You might not possess that. You might not have that writing skills I have. So look for the right spot, and then you can hit on that spot and become the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much. But where do you also, want to see yourself in the next 2, 3, 5 years? You want to become the president of Ghana?
No, I'm not looking at.
So
when
tell
it comes
us.
to politics, I'm not anywhere close to politics.
All right.
So I see myself having a press company in Ghana, whereby I'll not be writing anymore. So just working on contracts.
Why wouldn't you be writing anymore?
I feel like there is lots in the fashion industry, and then I should give opportunity to others. And then with the opportunity I'm giving to others, I'll be looking out for the business and then having to pay them for those opportunities.
All right, that's fine. Kindly give us your social media handle so that anybody watching who wants to, follow you can also do that.
So you can follow me on Fashion Pivot on all platforms. FASHION PIVOT.
Okay. And then social media handle.
Okay, so on Facebook and Instagram, I'm Blessed Fortune, and on Twitter, I'm Blessed_Fortune.
Okay, so this was a beautiful interview with Blessed Fortune and Innocent Quashie. Thank you for watching. This was a talk with Prempeh. Thank you.
This is a talk with Prempeh. Join me on my social media platforms for more educative and informative discussions from my guests on the show. Prempeh'S channel, only positivity. Stay tuned.